Welcome to the Hollywood Scholar. I'm Jed Morgan. The Evangeline Lilly situation has escalated quite quickly, and I covered it once a week or two ago, but that were the very early issues, just some Instagram posts that she made about a anti-vax mandate rally that she went to in DC. But now the situation has escalated because she's put out a video stating her opinions and trying to call for peace and neutrality and for a discussion to be had. And no matter what political aisle you are on, what side of the aisle, you should be able to respect words like that for someone who's looking for compromise. That is the best solution. No matter what your personal beliefs are, something that straightforward and that endeavoring for peace can be respected, unless you're part of the woke Twitter mob. And it appears that they're trying to cancel her. And so I wanted to talk about it again because the cancellation is in full swing. And I'm not sure if it's actually going to happen. It seems like a lot of women in the MCU are getting canceled, with Letitia Wright being another main name. And it's just interesting to see they turn on their own. A few years ago, they were championing Lily as the Wasp in that, female empowerment moment in Endgame that makes no goddamn sense, and saying she's so stunning and brave. But the moment she comes out with an opinion that they don't like, ruin her life. That's it. And they turn on their own so quickly. And Lily, she agrees with so many of these political opinions that she's supposed to for being a celebrity. She is on the left, and that's totally fine. She just wants people to be heard. She just wants there to be peace and people to have compromises. And there's nothing wrong with that mentality. And I obviously don't want to go too political into this issue, but neutrality isn't something that should be politically divisive. It should be, a compromise should be what we all endeavor to achieve, as long as it's not, insane scenarios, World War III type scenarios. But still, in a situation like this, neutrality is not something bad to ask for. A peaceful compromise is not something bad to ask for. And these woke Twitter mobs are acting like that sort of resolution is horrific and makes her a terrible person. And it's just incredibly insane to see the lengths these people will go to spew hate at anyone that they possibly can who doesn't 100% align with their own worldview. But we got some more information here in the InsideTheMagic.net. And in my experience, they've been pretty woke, but that might be totally inaccurate because I've only read a few of their articles. But Marvel's Evangeline Jolie just sparked a Twitter war with her outward support of the historic Canadian trucker movement, causing Marvel fans to cancel the Ant-Man star. It's just crazy to see opinions aren't allowed these days. In the wake of the ongoing Canadian trucker anti-vax, anti-poke mandate, Marvel's own Lily was thrown her social media into the fiery ring of Hollywood stars either supporting or denouncing Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. Now Marvel fans are calling for Lily Hope Van Dyne, Van Dyke, I thought it was Van Dyne, to be replaced, canceling the Marvel alum following her political protest. She's not doing anything insane. Imagine it's just like, oh, you once were in the same room as someone we don't like. Even if you didn't even know they were there, we're going to cancel you. It's just going to continue down this rabbit hole until no one's safe from cancel culture. There's corporate media outlets for smearing them as racist and misogynist. It's just fucking shit. And I do want to play the first few seconds of this video. It is quite long, but I do want to mention it a little bit. Watch it a little bit.
They have been mystified because you and the corporate media have painted a very different picture. You as a group have gone from ignoring these protesters to dismissing them as a fringe minority, to smearing them as racist and misogynistic, to now attacking them as terrorists. When you became Prime Minister of Canada, you did not just become the Prime Minister of the people who agreed with you. You became Prime Minister of every Canadian. You don't get to pick and choose who you will care about.
And yeah, that is just some incredibly peaceful words. There's nothing inflammatory about what she said. There was nothing insane about what she said. Those are some really good comments. You don't pick the Canadians that you care about. And that's something very important to see. The political divide is widening so much that it's infected our entertainment sphere into such a degree that you have to 100% comply, like Small Time Republic is saying, or you're out. And it's just insane to see. And my personal political opinions don't matter in this debate. It's the fact that you're not allowed to have a divergent political opinion from these people that is just insane to see. And it's horrific, even that a simple word like that in a simple video like that, just calling for peace and trust and hope, is something that you can get demonized for. In the video above, the Canadian actress Lily shares a heartfelt cry for Justin Trudeau to sit face to face with the Canadian truckers protesting the jab mandate and hear their voices. And yeah, she's not asking for him to change his mind. He's just asking for him to sit down with him. And that is a great thing to call for. And this article actually seems to be pretty decent in its opinion on the situation, so I might need to reevaluate my opinion of Inside the Magic. But Lily's post is stirring the pot in all the wrong directions according to fans. Jesus Christ. Evangeline trying to join Gina Carano in the unemployment line. Yeah, Gina Carano didn't do anything. It was a little bit more inflammatory than this, but not much. And I still don't think Gina Carano did anything wrong by any means. But yeah, can't wait for Marvel to announce Lily's replacement as the Wasp. Yeah, they just came at it like maggots to an open wound. Jesus. I repeat, recast immediately. They should have recast Letitia Wright. Oh, you're stunning and brave black actress. You don't support her because of her opinions? I thought it was supposed to be listen to all women or trust all women, people of color. Not as soon as they have the wrong opinions. They should recast Lily. Ain't nothing special about them. They are much more talented and sane actors who can take up their spot and make a set a safe space. She's not calling for anything on set, so what? She's making this set not a safe place because she thinks that the Prime Minister of Canada should meet with some of his detractors and have a mature conversation with them. Yeah, that makes the Ant-Man 3 set dangerous. Jesus Christ, man. Oh, soy boy, my lord. Anyway, Evangeline Lilly is trash for an opinion. She doesn't blatantly state a political opinion. She just says, hey, there's good people on both sides. And I know that's a dog whistle for the alt-right these days, the good people on both sides. But calling her trash because she wants someone to sit down and have a mature discussion with someone? These are children. I imagine a 5-year-old saying, you don't like what I think? No, I didn't say I didn't like that. I just said you should sit down with this kid you kicked in the face and apologize. You may have been right to do it, or had a good reason to do it, but you gotta sit down. I'm not gonna do it. He's a meanie, and you're a meanie too for making me do it. That's the attitude of these woke people. They're whiny children. They have no sense of maturity or responsibility. And that's where a lot of the problems in the woke cancel culture mob come from, is their lack of maturity. And it's just... how can we deal with a world full of children? Lord of the Flies, it's starting to become a reality, and they're not literally children anymore. Every Marvel fan and actress is entitled to their own opinion, but the world of social media is a dangerous place to share your personal views and beliefs. That's actually, I kind of like that comment. Good on you, Inside the Magic. That's better than I was expecting. While many are calling to cancel Lily following her statements and that the corporate media has smeared the Canadian protesters, many are showing their support for Ant-Man and the Wasp star, saying, oh, thank God, we're getting some positive tweets. These will be great. The only actress in Hollywood with balls? Hey, good on you. Wise words from Lily. Pity more high-profile Canadians haven't spoken out like this. Ooh, calling out Ryan Reynolds. I think that's who that is. But... yeah. See, I like that they threw some positivity at the end so it doesn't black pill the audience. It's a red pill, sure, but we're not at the point for black pills. And that's something that young Ripa 59 talks about a lot, is we don't want a black pill. We want a red pill and change. And Nerdrotic also talks about that a lot. And this article is actually doing it very well by showing both sides of how people are responding so that you can, get an idea of how the world actually looks. Lily has made headlines last month after reportedly attending. So yeah, that was the video I made previously as well. And the Shang-Chi actor and her Ant-Man co-star even called out Lily following her controversial Instagram post claiming that it's just shame to spread misinformation on such a large platform that Lily has on social media. She wasn't spreading anything. She just took some pictures of a protest. And they're entitled to their opinions. Nothing she said was medical misinformation. So yeah, to see them attack her was shitty to see. yeah, just talking about the last time she appeared, and Ant-Man and 3 supposed to come out in 2023. But yeah, it's just insane how far the rabbit hole that cancel culture is going to go. She agrees with a lot of these political talking points. And one of my favorite comments from her, whether or not I actually agree with the behind the statement, but the statement itself is a very interesting way of looking at it that I appreciate. She said, I was pro-choice before this situation, and I'm pro-choice now. And that's a very interesting way of putting it that can confuse a lot of these woke crowd, because they're like, well, yeah, I'm supposed to be pro-choice when it comes to, killing babies. But it's supposed to be government, daddy government, jab me up, and make other people get jabbed when it comes to this situation. And it's just this weird double standard. It's whatever their echo chamber tells them to do. And it's just crazy to see. And I hope she doesn't get fired from Ant-Man and the Wasp, but it may turn out to be a Gina Carano situation where it'll elevate her career even more by getting canceled, because that's the best thing that ever happened to Gina, and maybe it will be for her. So we're just going to have to wait and see how this all turns out and see what type of life Lily has ahead of her after these so-called controversial opinions. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Anon. If you like what I do here and want to see good, compelling stories that Hollywood will no longer give you, check out my book series, Odyssey of a Phoenix, a mythological epic about philosophy, morality, and modern-day mental illness issues. Books 1, Down in Flames, and Book 2, Apocalypse Then, currently on sale. Book 3, Kill the Dark, coming soon.